Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Snap Queen 99. Thanks for the suggestion, Snap Queen. You asked, why do people get red eyes in photos? If you've ever looked at a picture and thought, wow, I look great, except for the fact that I have demon eyes, you're not alone. Red eye in photos is one of those weird little glitches that makes you question whether your camera hates you or you're secretly haunted. But don't worry, there's science behind the spookiness. So, if you've ever wondered what's really going on behind that eerie red glow, stick around, because today we're zooming into your eyeballs gently and breaking down the real reason your photos sometimes look like horror movie posters, right here on Explaining Everything. Alright, first, red eye isn't just your camera roasting your soul for bad lighting. It's actually a totally normal, totally undemonic phenomenon. It all comes down to how light works and how your eyeballs are built. So let's go full nerd for a second. Don't worry, I'll keep the goggles off. When you're in a dark place, say at a club, a cozy dinner, or your cousin's surprise engagement party, your pupils dilate. That means they get bigger to let in more light. It's your eyes' way of saying, I can't see crap! Help me out! Now, when someone suddenly takes a photo with a flash, that burst of light is so fast that your pupils don't have time to shrink back down. So the light goes flying straight into your eye and hits the back of it, specifically a layer called the choroid. The choroid is full of blood vessels, like a ridiculous amount. It's basically the red wedding of your eyeball. So the light bounces off that bloody mess, shoots right back out your wide-open pupils, and straight into the camera lens. Ta-da! Red eyes. You're not evil. You're just reflecting your own eyeball meat. Now, if you're wondering, wait, why don't I look like Satan in every photo? Good question. Red eye usually happens in low light, with flash, and when the subject is looking directly at the camera. If any of those variables change, you might dodge the red eye bullet. Also, different cameras handle this differently. Some smartphones are sneaky and fire a quick pre-flash to make your pupils shrink before the real flash. It's like, hey, eyes, brace yourselves. So if you've ever blinked right as the pic was taken, yep, blame the pre-flash. And modern photo editing apps? They're like, no worries, we'll just Photoshop your demon eyes into normal ones before you even notice. The robots are saving us. One Instagram post at a time. Okay, but why red? Why not blue? Green? Paisley? Again, it's those blood vessels. The choroid is so packed with blood, it reflects red wavelengths of light right back. Your retina isn't trying to be dramatic. It just doesn't have a wardrobe change ready for flash photography. And if you've ever noticed that animals sometimes get green or white eyes in photos, yeah, that's a fun twist. Dogs and cats have a reflective layer behind their retinas called the tapetum lucidum. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell, I know, but it actually helps them see better in the dark. So when light bounces off their eyes, it reflects off that layer, and it glows green, blue, or even white, depending on the species. That's why your cat looks like it's about to send a message from the upside down in your midnight selfies. Kids tend to get red eye more than adults because their pupils are usually bigger and their choroid is extra reflective. Babies? Oh, they're pros. Try photographing a toddler in a dim room. You'll think you've captured the devil's cherub. People with lighter colored eyes, like blue or green, are also more likely to show red eye because they have less melanin in their retinas. Less melanin means less light gets absorbed, so more gets bounced right back at you. Basically, pale-eyed people are eye flash mirrors. Meanwhile, brown-eyed folks have more pigment, so their eyes absorb more light. That's why they're less likely to look like laser-beamed Sith Lords in your group photo. So how do you stop this madness? Short of never taking another flash photo again and living like a vampire, here are a few tips. 1. Look slightly away from the camera. Don't go full awkward prom pose, but just don't stare directly at the lens like you're challenging it to a duel. 2. Turn on more lights. The brighter the room, the smaller your pupils. Smaller pupils equals less reflection equals less demon vibes. 3. Use red eye reduction. Many cameras and phones have this feature. It basically flashes before the real flash to shrink your pupils like, "Hey buddy, get it together." 4. Edit it out. Every photo app under the sun has a red eye tool. One swipe and boom, you're human again. Here's a weird twist. Red eye has actually helped save lives. Some parents noticed only one red eye in their baby's photos. The other eye was white or weirdly dull. Turns out that can be a sign of something serious, like a tumor called retinoblastoma. So yeah, while red eye is usually just an annoying glitch, sometimes it's your eye's way of saying, "Hey, maybe go see a doctor." Wild, right? So next time you see someone in a photo with red eyes, don't say, you look possessed." Say, "Wow, your choroid is really working overtime." Better yet, tell them the science. Make them laugh. Because behind every spooky eye pic, there's a whole story of anatomy, optics, and just a bit of blood-bouncing magic. Until next time, keep blinking responsibly. If you enjoyed this video, or if you now have an excuse to convince your friends that you're not really a demon in disguise, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about here on Explaining Everything.